Okay, the last bed in the newer section is another vertical grow bed. These are narrow, they're 2 foot wide, and the reason they're narrow is it's so much easier to pick on the vertical grow supports if you're not trying to reach across a 4 foot wide bed. In the front section here I have new items that I've planted out for fall. We've got a bunch of kale here, and I've got some Chinese cabbage that's growing. Back behind it are some very late melons that are just now waking up. For some reason they just didn't get going this year. They really need to just be pulled out, but because they're not going to grow into anything. But I just don't have the heart, to be honest. I don't need the space for anything else, so I'm just leaving them alone. And then in front here are some lettuces. And these are a midsummer crop that I had planted out, transplants, and they're doing fine. But I've been harvesting them pretty hard, as you can tell, and they're getting towards the end of their life, but I have more coming along in the other sections of the garden, as I showed you earlier. This next plant was a mistake. This was supposed to be a melon that was supposed to go in here, and I apparently mixed up labels on my seedlings, and I ended up with, obviously, a zucchini in here. So this was supposed to be a melon growing up the vertical grow support, and I got a zucchini instead. But it's a good plant, and obviously it was too late to plant anything else there, so I just let it grow. And then next to that, in the rest of the section of the bed, are cucumbers that are growing up the grow support, and they're coming along. I've had a little bit of wilt and powdery mildew. I don't get that often here, but surprisingly actually, but you can see some powdery mildew. Been trimming away the damaged stuff, and it seems to keep going, and so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I hopefully will get enough cucumbers to do my annual batch of dill pickle relish, as well as then hopefully some regular pickles and fresh eating. And I've got some carrots growing in the front here, and again, that's pretty much all that's in this bed is cucumbers and some carrots. Carrots didn't germinate well in this bed. I think I washed away some of the seed by accident, so it happens. But the cucumbers are doing good, and they're flowering and fruiting, and they're late this year, but not as late as some of the other items, so I have some hope about them, unless I get too much powdery mildew. And lastly, in this back section, back up against the fence, are the artichokes, which I have planted in big pots. I've been harvesting from them, as you can see, and I've got a few more coming along here that are young buds. I'm planning to plant these in the ground in the same location probably early next spring or maybe this fall. They appear to be growing well, and I have the potential to overwinter them and to actually grow them as a perennial in my climate, so I'm going to give it a go. So that'll be one of my projects here for this fall. Well, that about wraps it up. It's getting a little bit later in the morning, time to get busy with work and tasks for the day, and my coffee needs replenishing, and I thank you for joining me on the tour of the garden. Till next time, happy growing.